Hi everybody. I wanted to talk to you today about vintage style. In particular, I have my grandmother's, several of the things that my grandmother gave me before she passed. And then after she passed, I inherited some things just because of the size. She and I apparently wore the same size, which I thought was very interesting. So she's my Canadian grandmother. My mother's side of the family is Canadian, and she had style. Boy, did she have style. And I've always said I love Canadian women, French women. They seem to be so beautiful. The haircut, the hair color, I don't care what it is. They just seem so chic to me. And my grandmother was no less, in my eyes growing up, was no less chic or no less beautiful. And it was evident by some of these few things that I've got how stylish she was. And I wanted to show you some of these things because some of these things, I mean, vintage I love anyways. You could still use it today for different occasions. So I wanted to start with a couple of her little handbags. Now this first one, I love this gold little handbag with the French clasp at the top and the double chains. I mean, how sweet is this? Perfect. It's beaded. It feels like a satiny silk background with these beautiful beads all over it. And then I love a little French clasp, and you open it up and it's got that simple same satin lining, but oh my gosh, I just thought that was so sweet. And it's funny, I opened this up, I've had this for several years, and I even found this little book of matches it was the Royal Canadians Legion branch number 11 right there. And I don't know if you can see that, but I just thought that was so sweet. So that's something else, a bad habit one of them must have had. Smoking. But anyways, I just thought that handbag was sweet. This is another one that I have, and I love this. And look at that. It's got the needlepoint center. This right here is all needlepoint in the center. And this is just a black fabric with actual needlepoint in the center. Again, the French clasp that you can open up. And it even has this, again, the little gold chain if you wanted to carry this with you. But oh my gosh, are these beautiful? I think they're just so sweet and just elegant looking. So I'm so happy that I've got these two from her. And along with those, I inherited a lot of her leather gloves. So here are some beautiful brown ones. Which, you know something, I'm going to start wearing these. I wear a lot of gloves. When it's cold, I'm wearing gloves to protect my hands from the elements. My hands, you know, I've always said I am an extremely dry person. So these brown leather gloves, oh my gosh, black ones, and then yet another pair of brown gloves. These are just like a tobacco color is what I would call those. And then I got all these beautiful white gloves. Here's a pair that's longer with a design at the top. And I'm not even showing you half of them. I just got so many. And I love these little white, which I remember growing up in Easter. Look at these white lacy gloves. Can you see how adorable? They are just so sweet. I would love to wear these for Easter. I just think they are so sweet and classic. And look at this design on the top of them. So those are some of the gloves. Like I said, I got a lot of white gloves. I know they went to a lot of dances. She used to sew, make these beautiful gowns, so they went to a lot of balls, dances, so these things would have been used at a lot of those type of events that they went to. The other things that I got from her, a couple things, were necklaces, and this is a sweet necklace that I frequently wear, and I don't don't even know if you can see how dainty it is. It's tiny little diamond chips in the center of it, but look how fine the jewelry was back then. Now what I like to do is layer these, and I'll layer these sometimes with some of my pieces today, some more contemporary pieces, because this is a shorter piece. I can layer it. So I love this little necklace, and it looks almost like it's got wings at the top of it, and then the little diamond chips. So love that necklace. Now here's another one I loved. I made this into a necklace. This was an earring, and this is a little cameo. I don't know if you can see it. It was on a little, I think it was a lever back earring. And I thought, it's a cameo. I love cameos, and of course you can't get these anymore. So I took this earring to a jeweler, and I said, any way you can make that earring into a necklace for me? He said, oh, absolutely. So I bought a chain and put it on this beautiful gold chain, and a lot of times I will wear these two necklaces layered together like this. So I took an earring and made it into a necklace, and I love it. And actually he gave me a little history. He said, oh yeah, this is probably from World War II, and it came from Germany, and my grandfather was in the war. So I like to think this is probably brought back to my grandmother from my grandfather when he was in the war. So there's that. I love that. I am so proud of those two pieces of jewelry. Then I also got, which I wear every day, her rings. So these are, I know you can't see these. This was her engagement ring and her wedding ring, wedding band that fits together. So, and I take a size 4. My ring size on my left hand is a 4, so I wear these every day on top of my wedding ring and wedding band and a anniversary band. So I've got them all stacked together. I've got 5 rings on this finger, but I do wear her wedding rings every day. And it's interesting, she was so proud and diligent about taking care of herself. I even remember at the end, one of her caretakers said to me, you know, and she'd gotten bloated. She wasn't well at the end, so she'd put some weight on. And one of her caretakers said to me, you know, when we buy our clothes, we have to cut out the size label and sew in the smaller size label from a different dress that she used to wear, because she had beautiful dresses. So I thought that was cute. So just to make her feel better about herself, and for her not to worry about getting a little heavier and not maintaining her weight as she always did. When I remember growing up, they used to sew in different size, a different size label for her, so she would never know that she had, say, maybe gone up 2 or 3 dress sizes. So I thought that was cute. So anyways, this is just a quick nod to vintage, and I also inherited one of her fur coats, which, you know, what am I gonna, you know, on bitter cold days in Maine, in the past when it was sub-zero weather, the warmest thing I own is that fur coat. And on occasion I would wear that to work when it was like 10 or 15 or 20 below zero. Nothing is as warm as a fur, and I know a lot of PETA people would be upset with me. Please forgive me, but this has already been done. It was given to me, and it's beautiful. So I have inherited some beautiful vintage items from my grandmother. I'm very proud of them, and those are just to let you know, these are pieces that you can wear every day. Don't save them for something special. Use them every day in your life, because I think things like that should be used every day, just like your good dishes. What are you saving them for? Really? Use it every day. So thanks so much for stopping by. Please thumbs up if you like this video. If you'd like to see more of these type of videos, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. I'd love for you to share my channel and give me some feedback. Let me know what type of vintage pieces you have in your wardrobe and what you wear every day out of those vintage pieces, and anything that you inherited, or where did you get your vintage pieces? Did you buy them or did you inherit them? So again, thanks for stopping by. Be well, my friends, and until next time, bye.